But yeah, y'all, really excited to have this Tuesday community call with all of you here. Tonight we're going to touch on a couple of fun things that we have going on. I hope if you're here, you know so far that last week we partnered with Callaway. Those benefits are live now in the Clubhouse. So if you go to clubhouse.linksdao.io, connect your wallet. If you're a member, you can access those benefits through Callaway's website. But we are getting very close to launching the next phase of that Callaway partnership with Topgolf. So stay tuned for more about that as well. And I believe we have our friend Nick in the audience. If Nick wants to come on up, talk about some other fun stuff that we have going on. Very soon, if you're in the alpha chats or member alpha chats, you may have seen some sneak peeks, some previews related to these partnerships that we have going on. And so we got some new people joining. Welcome. But yeah, it's a good time right now. We're definitely making some moves. Yeah, Mr. Senor, you want to talk a little bit about Topgolf?
Let's talk Topgolf. So as Cooper mentioned, when we announced the partnership, obviously that was, the announcing with our relationship with Callaway, and there were a few things that we talked about. I think there were 7 listed in the announcement. The first one launched last week, where you could go to the Clubhouse, you could go to benefits, and then you can access the Callaway benefits page and claim your discount codes for Callaway.com. That 15% off of all CallawayGolf.com equipment, merchandise, everything there on the site. You could use that code to at checkout to get the discount. It's cool. Immediately, we also started working with the Topgolf team to build out the second membership benefit, which is the Topgolf discount. And so hopefully by the end of the week, we're currently building it out. We'll have to test it, make sure that it's working as expected, but we're shooting for end of the week, if not the weekend, to launch another benefit into the Clubhouse. So you'll be able to, similarly to Callaway, click in and claim your codes for Topgolf discounts. Let me break down sort of what those discounts are. For globals, it'll be $15 off your Topgolf play at a physical location. So you'll be able to take in your code. You'll be able to, at terminal at a Topgolf location, type in that code that you claimed from the Clubhouse that's associated with your wallet. Once you type that in and hit submit, it'll just automatically just take $15 off your bill at Topgolf. So it doesn't cover if you only do food or if you only do drinks like at the bar. But if you're at the terminal and you're playing, and once you get your bill, you should see $15 off if you're a global. Global members will be able to do that twice a month as part of our agreement with Topgolf. Globals will be able to claim 2 codes each month for $15 off. Leisures will be able to claim 1 code for $10 off each month. So it's June now. Let's say it's open. You go into the Clubhouse. You claim your codes. You use those codes at Topgolf. They'll be single use only on the Topgolf side, so you won't be able to use that code more than once. Once you've used your 2 codes, if you're a global, let's say we get into July 1st, now everything resets and you'll be able to claim 2 additional codes. And you'll be able to do that each month. Again, 2 globals, $15 off, 1 leisure, $10 off. And again, we hope this will be live by the weekend. And we obviously will blanket every surface area we have to make sure that you're aware of it. But really excited to get that going. I live in Nashville. I go to Topgolf pretty frequently. I'm excited to use that benefit. So selfishly, I want to make sure that that's live very quickly so I can use it. But excited for all of you to gain access to that as well. But I can answer any questions once we get to Q&A, but that's the deet scoop.
Fantastic work there from you and the team and the devs getting that all hammered out with Topgolf. Additionally, stay tuned for more information. We're working on potentially doing a LinksDAO day nationally with Topgolf, where might be a Saturday or something like that, potentially like a Thursday, where every Topgolf in the country will be welcoming LinksDAO members to play against each other, live, and we can have a live leaderboard and some other really fun things that Topgolf and all of their great technology can enable. for LinksDAO members. So stay tuned on that front. We're working on stuff like that for the summer. And I apologize again if you're just tuning in. I am in the airport, so sorry for that background noise. Moving on to the next fun thing we have going on. Nick, is there any particular alpha that you would like to share with us today, Master of Alpha?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. So I was going to try to bring our good friend James Costa up on stage, but I can't see my ability to do so. If someone can get James up here. I saw
Mr. Costa, can you request to speak? There we go. Come on up onto the stage.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
All right, James, what's up?
What's
Looking
going on?
forward to having you up here for this one. So we've been talking, going back and forth for some time now, and some people saw some of the leaks we were dropping. But really excited that on this call, rather than announcing this in the alpha chat, we're going to do our first live announcement of a partnership here. So we're stoked to say that we're going to be partnering with Clubhouse Archives. And for anyone who is not familiar, I'm going to let James kind of just give a high-level overview of what is Clubhouse Archives, some of the stuff that they've been up to, and then really, not necessarily use this as like a question and answer session today. Really want to just do this as an introduction, but we'll plan to set up some additional calls here in the near future to get James some of your questions answered in the future Discord to a podium session. So James, you want to just maybe give a quick intro about you, CA, and then really maybe a little bit about what it was that made you so interested and attracted to the LinksDAO community?
Sure, Nick. First off, thank you to everyone in the LinksDAO community, all of the membership and the leadership for the opportunity to have this partnership. We'll get into what it is in a moment, but I just wanted to start by expressing that appreciation on behalf of myself and our entire community. So a little bit about myself. I've been in apparel now for almost 23 years, which is half of my life. It's literally, at this point, pretty much all I know in terms of a career. I've been designing, developing, and producing men's and women's collections during that time. So I've spent a great portion of that career in factories, developing samples, producing large bulk production, and running through the entire life cycle of that product. And when I learned about Web3, I saw the opportunity because there was a gap in the market in terms of true apparel as it relates to fashion, not what most would consider merchandise, but really cut and sew apparel, and the opportunity for me to fill that void with a business. And we do consider ourselves a business. So I developed the business model for Clubhouse Archives to be a blockchain-born apparel brand for men's and women's luxury apparel that essentially will start with the formation of a membership through a Genesis token launch. That's June 26th. That token launch forms the membership of the business, and from there we will launch seasonal collections that will be voted on by the membership, in addition to some other value props, but we're going to stick to the point here. That will then also come with a physical twin. That will be an Italian-made garment, a luxury good that will have an NFC chip embedded in the garment that will enable you to verify the NFT along with an enhanced customer experience with things like AR, and you could pull up videos and whatnot. So there's a whole host of things that we can do with that technology. And what attracted me to the LinksDAO community is, quite frankly speaking, I've been a golfer my entire life, and when I first entered the space, Links shortly thereafter, a few months after, came onto the scene, and I was immediately attracted to what was going on. I was a bit new to the space, so I was still trying to get my bearings, but there was a lot of noise very, very quickly. noticed what was going on there, and there was an immediate affinity. And I even thought then, wow, what an incredible business model and opportunity in the future. I wonder if they're going to need someone to supply apparel. So yeah, that was the attraction and the affinity and kind of how everything came to be. But we're really looking forward to providing a lot of extended value to your community, and I think that there's going to be some incredible things that we'll do together in the future, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. That's an awesome story. And yeah, if you're interested in seeing what some of this stuff looks like, check out the Clubhouse channel just posted. The awesome LinksDAO branded merch that we are looking at with our friends at Clubhouse Archives. Nick, what's this mean for members?
Yeah, so really, I mean, these are just what's kind of cool about Clubhouse Archives. These are essentially just kind of concepts and ideas. I mean, they were able to take our fantastic branding from Patrick and kind of turn them into what we thought would fit the mold in terms of maybe what we've been missing a little bit in terms of some of the Clubhouse and the Pro Shop refresh that we're working on. So we've heard a lot of feedback around wanting to have more, I guess, leisure wear, but also maybe more of a leisure style that meets golf. So really, we're trying to provide just the highest quality items, no matter what your tastes are. And that's not just men's as well. So we're one of the things that was really exciting too was kind of the way that James and their team put together some women's items here. So James, I know one of the things we talked about maybe was trying to include our women's community here and some of the design feedback. So can you talk about some of what you've been working on from the women's side?
Yeah, I mean, we are going to be a full men's and women's collection. We will provide that value extended to your community as well. I mean, there aren't going to be any limitations in terms of what we provide to our community and yours. So yeah, we're looking forward to the feedback that we are going to take in developing this. So we're going to give the community a voice in that to ensure that the community gets what it wants in terms of the end product. But everything from polo dresses to leggings and obviously polos and skirts and things that you would expect. But we can extend beyond that. But I think we should leave it a little bit more up to the community in terms of direction. We'll provide, as you said, Nick, the foundation, the direction, and we'll see where that takes us. Because our number one goal is the value and satisfaction that we can bring to the community. So we really want to include them in that process.
Yeah, absolutely. So cool. So then I guess just kind of to put a bow on this. So they've been graciously enough to offer us some allow list spots to their mint, which is going to be a pretty limited subset of communities that they're offering that to, which will be pretty excited. So if you guys are interested in the NFT side of things, we will have an opportunity to do so. And like you said, as well as input on the apparel itself. So yeah, keep an eye out. We'll get some scheduled here in the community, both from a women's angle as well as kind of a general AMA if that's of interest, and we'll go from there.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're looking forward to the AMAs and interacting with the community and being an integral part as well. This isn't going to be something where you see me today and I'm gone tomorrow. I've actually been in the community since January or whenever. I think it was actually February. So I've been in here for a minute, and I have nothing but incredible things to say about the leadership and the community itself. So once again, thanks, Nick and team. We're super excited.
James, I got one question for you before we let you go. When can members expect to be wearing some of this snazzy apparel?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the process that the leadership team and us kind of come up with to present to the community. But depending on the voting process and when we get finalized design concepts down, it could be a couple months after that. And we can do this seasonally to where your community now has an outlet for seasonal apparel that they have a say in. So this could be a really cool opportunity, obviously for us, but for your community as well, because when do you have the opportunity to decide seasonally kind of how you're going to look on the course or off the course for that matter. So I appreciate the question. I hope that answered it.
Thanks so much for stopping by and for sharing this awesome work with us. Best of luck and looking forward to those allowless spots and participating in the mint.
Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and step down and continue to be a listener. Appreciate the opportunity again.
Thanks, Chase.
Awesome. Okay. Well, it's 8:48. I would love if anybody wants to pop up and ask a question, whether it be about Topgolf, Callaway, LinksDAO in general. If you want to ask questions about what it's like being a member, any member-specific questions, or just questions for the team, you want to come up and have a chat, go ahead and raise your hand, come up on stage. We'd love to talk. Questions about NFT NYC as well. Forgot to mention that. In the audience, we have the NFT NYC event on June 20th in Manhattan. It's free for members, and there are tickets available for non-members, but supplies are dwindling. So that's at proshop.linksdao.io. If you have not seen that yet, please go check it out, and I would love to hit some balls at screens with you in New York for NFT NYC. It's a great time. If you haven't been to a crypto conference yet or an NFT conference, it's wild. The GMs do occur in real life. I can tell you that, which is it's an interesting phenomenon to experience, and I highly recommend it. So go ahead, tap that hand raise button at the bottom of the screen. We'd love to hear from you. Additionally, if you're new, we're going to be having a onboarding specific call next week for new members of LinksDAO, new members of the community or the Discord. If you have questions specifically or just want to meet other new members, get that scheduled, and stay tuned for that. We'll make an announcement this week about when that's going to be. Awesome. Also, please stick around. At 9 o'clock, we are going to be having a quiz, again, trivia night, as we do on Tuesdays, where in light of our awesome partnership with Topgolf, we're going to be giving away 2 hours of Topgolf time for the winner of the quiz. So please feel free to please stick around for that. That's the Quiz House channel on the left, and you will be able to win 2 hours of Topgolf time for free. So that'll be really fun. Gooden, you're up on stage. How's it going?
Yo, how are we doing? I joined in
Good.
late. Sorry about that. But I just want to ask, what day a week are we going to start doing PGA? All of us.
That's a good question. So some of you may have noticed there's a meta golf channel in the member section now, and it might be visible to more than just members. We'll see about that. But if you are interested in gaming, playing virtual golf, whether it's Golf Plus on the Oculus, if you like PGA 2K21, as some of our members here, I know I've played more than a couple rounds with Doug and Gooden. We are looking to expand our online gaming. We really want to enable golfers to connect online and offline. So if you're interested in that, or if you've never played, Gooden, how many times had you played before you popped into LinksDAO?
0.
And now he's like shooting under par in that game after like a week. So the learning curve is not too high if you understand golf. It's a really fun thing to do, and we're really looking forward to streaming that, having competitions, and eventually like a LinksDAO members tournament here in the Discord, as well as our brand new Twitch channel. So thanks for asking that question. We should get a night scheduled for some fun games and potentially some wagers on you, me, Dom, Doug, getting a foursome out there and hitting some virtual balls around.
Would love to get some wagers going.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
We've got.
So you're telling me I got to get my Xbox shipped from Boston to the Hamptons? God damn. Oh, right. You guys are PC guys. Damn.
Yep. Gotta play it on the PC. But we will be playing PC. Maybe we'll divide it into PC and Xbox to make it more available for everybody. We can have different tournament streaming in different channels, but that'll be really fun. I'm excited to play against Mr. Senor. We haven't gotten to play yet. I think that's gonna be really fun. We could do like
be excited about the way we play, and then you won't be excited anymore.
Yeah, it's a good time. So thanks for bringing that up. We'll definitely be doing more of that. Any other questions that people have, or we can go over and get trivia started here in a couple minutes and start playing Doing some Top Golf questions for Top Golf time.
I'd love to see someone new come up here and just say whatever. That's how I started in LinksDAO, basically. It's a lot of fun.
Who's the newest person in the audience? Who joined the Discord most recently? That's what I'm curious to find out. Who's in here for the first time this week? All right, we'll find out next week during the onboarding call. Oh, and somebody raised their hand. All right, well, really appreciate everybody stopping by today. This has been an awesome call. Stoked about Topgolf. Again, check out the Callaway discounts in Clubhouse. We are absolutely loving that, and lots more fun stuff to come on that note. But yeah, if there's no other questions, no other comments from the folks on stage, we can take a minute, get trivia set up, and keep it rolling.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Have a good night. We'll see you in trivia.